Lesson 22. Adjectives with more than 2 syllables. We did a little practice on it. Beautiful, more beautiful, the most beautiful. Independent, more independent, the most independent. Indecent, more indecent, the most indecent. Irregular, more irregular, the most irregular. So note again one more time that if it has more than 2 syllables, then beautiful becomes more beautiful, the most beautiful, independent, more independent, the most independent, indecent, more indecent, the most indecent. Irregular, more irregular, the most irregular. Lesson 23. Use of ever and never. We use these in sentences and see how they're used. I have never seen him. I mean, I've not seen him. I didn't see him yesterday, I didn't see him today, I did not see him at all. So I have never seen him. Then if you want to say, did you see him yesterday or today or sometime, you say, have you ever seen him? Or you can use the word never. Have you never talked to him? You're asking, have you never talked to him? Have you ever talked to him? You're asking the question. If you have ever at any point in time talked to the person, have you ever talked to him? So this is negative, interrogative. Haven't you ever talked to him? Then you say, I have never talked to him. Means I have not talked to him at all, at any point. Here you say, if I ever see him again, conditional, I will tell him about your concerns. Past perfect. Had you ever talked to him before? Lesson 24. Use of either or neither or nor. We usually use either or together in a sentence and neither nor together in a sentence. You should either stay for the whole class or leave. So that's an option. You say either or. You should either stay for the whole class or leave. I must either listen or be quiet. Option again, either or. They should either believe in me or find someone else. Option, either or. Now this was positive. Now the negative format is when you use neither. I was neither black, or he was neither black nor red. So that person was neither black nor red. Positive. We should either stay or leave. Negative. They are neither European, which means they're not from Europe, nor American. So this means they're not from Europe, they're not from America either. They are neither European nor American. Lesson 25. Use of and, or, but. And use of compound sentences. The sentence becomes a compound sentence when it is connected by the words such as and, or, but both of them can stay separately as one complete sentence. See, I saw him is one complete sentence. I did not talk to him is one complete sentence. But we connected it with a but, a comma and a but. I saw him, but I did not talk to him. It becomes a compound sentence. Two sentences connected with the word but. We knew him, but he did not like us. They worked here, and we paid them their wages. They worked here, a complete sentence. We paid them their wages, a complete sentence, connected with comma and. We lived in the United States. One complete sentence. But we paid our taxes in England. Another complete sentence connected with a comma and a but. We lived in the United States, but we paid our taxes in England. Lesson 26. Complex sentences. This is when we use a sentence and a phrase. So a phrase is that part of a sentence that cannot stand on its own, because it either doesn't have a subject or it has some deficiencies that cannot stand on its own. From here you say, I saw him but did not talk to him. Here the second part does not have a subject. So did not talk to him cannot stand on its own. We're still connected with the but this becomes a phrase, right? This is not a complete sentence, but this part cannot stand on its own. When it is a complex sentence like this, note we have a but here, but there's no comma. We knew him, but did not like him. Again, the second part does not have a subject. They work here and were paid in dollars. We lived in the USA, but paid our taxes in England. The second part does not have a subject, so it's not a complete sentence. He studied while he worked. Now here, in this sentence, he studied is a complete sentence, but while he worked cannot stand on his own. So it's a phrase. When we arrived, you were gone. You were gone is a complete sentence. When we arrived is not. It's a phrase. Now, when the phrase is in front, then you have to have a comma, and then the complete sentence. How he got there, phrase, comma, I'm not really sure. What he said, phrase, comma, I did not quite understand. Now note here, he did not tell us where he lived or what he did. He did not tell us, a complete sentence. Then the phrase, so there's no comma. He did not tell us where he lived or what he did. Two phrases. When I arrived, phrase, all stores were closed. This part can stand on its own, this part cannot. So the phrase, comma, and then the rest. When I arrived, all stores were closed. He waited, a complete sentence. While I dressed, phrase, no comma. Lesson 27. Use of a phrase as a subject or an object. What they know about the situation is important for everyone. Here we have used this part, which is underlined, as the subject. What they know about the situation. Then the verb is important for everyone. Another example of a phrase used as the subject. How they got there, subject, the phrase, is a puzzle. Where they live is not important in this respect. Where they live, phrase, is a subject. How they earn a living is a fascinating story by itself. How they earned a living is a subject, a phrase. What they saw affected them. What they saw is the subject.